Welcome to our thought for March the 17th. Our readings are Leviticus chapter 25, Psalm 135 and 136, and Luke chapter 8. And our thought is, someone touched me. The great majority, until the last generation or two, have had contact with Jesus Christ in the sense that they have heard and read about him, although sometimes in a distorted sense. Sadly today there is less and less contact with him. With 7 billion plus people in the world, how few know anything about his teaching. We conclude an awareness of God and his Son now has gone out to all the earth, as Romans 10 verse 18 says, and was predicted in Matthew 24 verse 14. Our thoughts flowed along these lines as we read Luke's account of the healing of a woman who had been suffering for 12 years with a discharge of blood, chapter 8 verse 43, and had spent all her money in trying to be healed. She came in the crowds that were surrounding him, and how keen they were to hear him, a contrast to today. And this woman came in the crowds and had a remarkable notion that it would be good to at least touch him. And when Jesus said, "Who was it that touched me?" Peter responds, "Master, the crowds surround you and are pressing in on you." Jesus responded, "Someone touched me, for I perceive that power has gone out from me." Verse 46. It is how you touch Jesus that makes the difference. Equally, we conclude, it is how you reach out with your mind, the urgency of your need to know and have a relationship with him, that makes all the difference in your life. It is more, much more than gaining an intellectual understanding. It is vital to reach out and touch Jesus with a real sense of how vital it is to do this. Those who do this establish an ongoing relationship that will lead to an eternal relationship. Such become one of his people. They take on his name, and the verses in Psalm we read today become fully meaningful and true for them. Your name, O Lord, endures forever. Your renown, O Lord, throughout all ages. For the Lord will vindicate his people and have compassion on his servants. Psalm 135, verses 13 and 14. Let us take on his name and live up to the privilege and responsibility of bearing his name. Then when Jesus returns, our lives will be vindicated, that is, assessed as righteous. And we will give thanks to the Lord, for he is good, for his steadfast love endures forever. Thank you once again for joining us for Thought for the Day, where together we can open up the pages of God's Word, remembering that they are a lamp to our feet and a light to our path.